Hey there, any comments, likes, and or subscribes are always appreciated. Let me know here on YouTube or on Instagram if you try out this configuration. I love seeing what you guys create. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Laura, and today I have finally another Flat Mail Friday idea. I actually showed this as a submission, well, not this one, but a configuration as a submission into Deanna's I think it's a birthday challenge that she's doing for her channel for Blonde Amazon. I'll link that video in the description if you want to check out that configuration. But I did see a lot of good feedback on her video and my video that people thought that this was kind of clever. Now, this is in no way an original configuration. I did not follow a tutorial, but I'm pretty sure there's something similar out there that someone else has already made. So I'm not going to claim it, but I did think that this was cute and that, a lot of people gave some good feedback. So I just wanted to put this out there. Okay, so this idea originally came from me trying to figure out how to incorporate the 3x4 cut aparts that you get in paper packs. So this has some of that in there. This one's a little bit different as far as the decorating goes than the other one that I made, but essentially each page can fit nicely a 3x4 cut apart. Let me see, do I have one laying around? Or actually I can show you in here. So let me walk you through this. So I just close this off with a piece of ribbon. Now if you want it to be a ribbon closure, you need to attach it before you glue anything down. So just gonna walk you through here. So the paper and ephemera I'm using is from the Gingham Garden collection. I am in love with that collection, you guys. I had to buy more. Joanne has it as part of their doorbuster for Memorial Day. So if it's still on sale, go get some. It's so pretty. Okay, so what I did was I took one of the 2x2 cut aparts and I layered it on a piece of another cut apart that they had just to kind of give it an offset. And then I put a piece of ephemera from their card kit and it's on some foam tape. And this is from one of the 12x12 sheets. And we open it here. So I'm also going to show you how to do these two belly bands. The belly band I made in my original one is different because this piece of paper was longer, but I'll show you how to do both. So I put just some of the 2x2 cut aparts and I folded it to make a tiny, tiny note card. Stuffed some other cut aparts in here. More cut aparts and ephemera there. And even though this is a bit taller, it still fits nicely. And with the tag configuration, it looks like it's up, a pull out there. All right, so then you flip it over and you've got a tiny pocket here in the back. This is a 3x4 cut apart. Depending on how much glue you put up here, you may need to trim yours just slightly, but I also find that corner rounding yours helps it slide in better and it's not as snug and it's not snagging. And then in the back, I just put the other 3x4 cut aparts. If you want your borders to be slimmer, I'll let you know how to do that. This is a 3.5 by 4.5 configuration once it's closed. You can also make it 3.25 by 4.25. So just putting that out there. So yeah, that's what I made on this one. So let me jump into the tutorial. All right, so if we're working with 3x4 cut aparts, you're going to want to have your strip that's 12 inches wide, and you need to cut it down to 4.5 inches tall. All right, and also just so you know, so this was part of a 12x12. This is the lower right corner. This would be your front cover. So just keep that in mind in case you want to keep this image, or just keep that in mind. And then also I'm keeping the branding strip because I love how they give you just a little bit of the pattern. So don't let that go to waste. All right, so keep that because I'm going to show you how to make some belly bands with that. All right, so let me flip this over. Okay, so we're gonna keep that. So let's make this 4.5 inches tall, and then we're gonna keep it at 12 inches in width. Okay. All right. So there's that. So let me do our scoring. Now, if you want a slimmer border, definitely make it 3.25. No, not 4.25. And then your scoring lines are going to be every 3.25 inches. But we're going to make this a 4.5 by 3.5 flat mail folio. Okay, so we're going to count backwards. So we've got 3.5 to 7, and then 10.5. Okay, so, and then the way we're going to fold it, go to your first 3.5 score line, fold it inwards, and you have options here. You can Z-fold it if you want, or fold it inwards to have your pocket this way, and then fold it over. But to make it less bulky on the inside, I'm going to Z-fold it, okay? So you folded it over that way, fold it over in the back, and then fold the tiny pocket this way, okay? All right. So there's the basic outline. All right, so then we're gonna glue this little pocket shut. Just put some very thin lines of glue on the edges, because if you're tucking in an actual 3x4, it's definitely going to be snug. You may even have to trim the top or bottom just a smidge, or you can just put other items in this pocket. But yeah, a little trimming never hurt anybody. Okay, so there you have it. All right, so let's do some decorating. Okay, so that's what I ended up doing. I layered one of the, what is it, 2x2? 2x2, yeah, 2x2 cut aparts on one of the other cut aparts because I liked the background, and then put that on some foam, and I put a piece of ephemera that's from the card pack as well. Okay, so let me show you guys how I made the tiny belly bands. And what did I do with that branding strip? Here it is. Okay. All right. So there's no exact science to this. I just figured it out as I was making the tiny folio for Deanna's journal. Okay. So the idea is to have, let me see. I think what I used was probably longer in hers, but you'll get the same effect. So wherever you want to put this, let me see here. Yeah, because I think the branding strips on the other one that I made, the print was actually longer. So it's the same idea. What you want to do is kind of line up from a corner to an edge. And let me see, do I have a paper clip somewhere? Okay, I'm just putting that here basically to hold it in place. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna put just a little bit of glue under here and then here on this edge, so that the belly band stays in place. So just kind of eyeball it, just put a tiny little dab, hold it still, and again, tiny little dab, hold that in place. And this is where a good glue comes into play, because something like art glitter glue or barely art glue, it's going to dry really fast. So you don't want to be too tentative about what you're doing, but it's also helpful so that you're not sitting here holding things in place forever. Okay, so just take that off. And then what you're going to do, you're just going to slice off the overhang. So let me get my smaller scissors. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so I'm just going to go with my paper snips. And if I need to trim more, I can, but that looked pretty good. Let me do it from this side. Let's see here. There we go. So you've got your perfectly sized belly band. And again, like I said, the one I used for Deanna's was longer, so it went from here to here. It's the same idea. Line it up, hold it in place, glue it down, and snip it. Okay, so this one, I think I might want to layer this. Okay, so same idea. And this one I think was less than 3.5. Yeah, so altogether it's about 3 3/8. Otherwise your fold won't fold as nicely. Okay. And this you can position it anywhere. You can position it higher or lower. You can make a long one to put here, up and down. So yeah, so you want it there not on the score so that it closes nicely. Okay. All right, and then it's ready to decorate up however you want. These are also nice to have as journal inserts. So like I told Deanna, she can cut these apart if she wants. Or if we're folding this in this way, you can glue this that way, put it in your folio or your journal, however you want it. You can either glue the whole thing down or leave the top part unglued so you have other tuck spots back there. But let's just decorate this up. And you guys, I love this collection. I don't know if I said that already. I love this collection. It's so pretty. It's so soft. And you guys, this is perfect flat mail. I sent it with one stamp from Texas to Hawaii for her, and it made it. And when I weighed it with the envelope, and I think I put some washi on there too, it was less than 2 ounces. You can send 3.5 ounces in flat mail through the U.S. Postal Service, as long as it's not more than 1/4 inch thick, and the entire envelope is not more than 6 1/8 by 11 3/4, I believe. So you can send a lot, but this is just so cute and so easy to send in friend mail and flat mail. You can, you know what, I bet you can even put a gift card in here. Let me see. I know I have a gift card here somewhere. Oh, here it is. My old Disney card. So look, you can even stick a gift card in here. Like, how perfect is that? Perfect for your kids' teachers, for their coaches, even for a little friend. So let's get this all tied up. Okay, so I just used some ribbon I had in my stash. I think it was actually from the craft thrift store. So there you go. I hope this was easy to follow along. This was super fun to make. Like I said, I in no way am claiming that this is my own configuration. There are so many out there. But I did see how a lot of people were giving some feedback about how cute they thought it was. And so I thought I would just finally do another Flat Mail Friday. All right, guys and gals, let me know what you think. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Give me a comment as well. Let me know what you've been working on. And yeah, just hope everyone's doing well. Have a good day or night wherever you are. Take care. Bye-bye.